What is going on, guys? Welcome back to M Traders. My name is Mando and we're going to be talking about natural gas and just a little bit of oil to see what my thoughts are in regards to the market movements, what I think, oil is going to do or natural gas is going to do before opening today. So we'll see if fundamentals do state a bullish outlook or if it's bearish. So make sure you guys stay tuned, and if you guys haven't subscribed to my channel, make sure you do so on the bottom right side of your corner. And also, if you haven't been following me on Twitter, right over here, you can follow me on Twitter or in stock tweets. Well, whatever of those two will work, since whatever I post in stock tweets goes directly into my Twitter account. So you guys are not left out with any of my trades, any of my ideas. Hopefully you guys do like the video, and I will see you shortly. So this is the HFIR weather website. This is one of the websites I use when it comes to tracking weather models and also seeing if the weathers are turning bullish or bearish. So if you guys want to access this, it's actually $150 for the entire year. I used to pay basically $1,000 a month for a similar service. And you know what? For all the stuff that they were giving you, I was only looking at the main concept. Are we gaining TDDs or are we losing TDDs? So those are total day degrees, which is a accumulation of the cooling day degrees and also the heating day degrees. So it's both of them. That's what gives you the total day degrees. For over the weekend, we actually gained quite a bit of TDDs over the weekend, so that's actually pretty good. The last run was a little bit bearish compared to the other ones, but I'm not at all worried that it's gonna gap down. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have a gap up between 2.5% to 3%, somewhere around that area. Now, what's gonna happen right after that? Who knows? Can it go higher? I think so, because it's gonna put a lot of bullish momentum to natural gas, especially with the shut-ins. Even though the shut-ins are not as fast as they should be going, people are starting to notice that is actually affecting the supply of natural gas. That being said, let's get to the screen. So on this screen right over here, on the weight total day degrees screen, this is just an accumulation over the weekend, which it was towards the end of the 416, which you can see it right here, 416 of 2020 to 419 of 2020, right? So we see a lot of accumulation of total day degrees over the weekend. So a gap up, it is expected to happen. Now, can it come back down? It may, but I think it should give, a bit more push for natural gas to continue the uptrend. And now my target price is 1.9. I like nice close numbers because I know where I'm going to be selling my own trades. So I'm going to be selling at around 1.9 if it reaches 1.9. Which should be an excellent win for swinging over the weekend. Now, if you guys look at the chart, we're starting to see some gainings. We're not going below the 30-year average, which is good, right? This is the 30-year average. We're not going below that. We're actually bouncing from the 30-year average, and actually the consumption is going up. So that's actually pretty good. This is the 1 to 5 day ensemble. It actually looks colder than normal, especially knowing that we are already in spring. Right now in Chicago it's like 60 degrees and it's gonna get colder again, and we just had probably 5 inches of snow in the last week. So it's kind of crazy. Snow, 6 inches of snow, 5 inches of snow. Now we're 60 degrees outside and I'm smoking some jerk chicken. The 60-day outlook right over here, it actually looks neutral to me. Half of the United States is hot, half of the United States is cold, but also being hot is not actually bad news in my opinion. I think being hot is actually good news, because that means that once the weather starts coming, we're going to start seeing more consumption of natural gas based off the heat. So the more people consume electricity for their air conditioning, the more the power burn companies are going to be burning gas to produce electricity. So the demand should increase as the summer heats up. Now the 10 to 15 day is actually looking quite a bit more bullish when it comes to heat. Again, I want to see this in the orange, on the red, where it's very, very hot. Right now it's still it's in the hot area, so most of the United States, it's gonna start becoming hotter, which is good because we want more consumption to come for the coming days. And now this is the GIF, the GIF. So if you are more into movies or not movies, but kind of videos of what's going on, kind of gives you a better picture. If you're more a visual person, this actually is pretty good if you want to use it. If you guys can see it right here, we had a pretty hard cold blast at the beginning, and towards the end it's heating up pretty strongly. So that's what we want to see. We want to see heating up very strongly. Now, a lot of people want to use their own weatherchannel.com websites. Those are good if you just want to know how's the weather for the upcoming week or for the upcoming 2 weeks. But when you're looking for something that's more out there, that has more visibility of how the weather is going to look down the road, because I think that's what most traders, especially institutional investors, are looking at. They're looking at what's coming in 2 weeks, 3 weeks from now, not what's going to be tomorrow's weather, because that's not how you should be trading natural gas, because most of these traders are already priced in the weather of next week, which are the short-term weather models. They want to look at what's coming, what's going to happen in the upcoming weeks. And then you have also other type of weather models like the extended forecast, which is ECMWF or is the GFS extended. Those weather models gives you about 30 to 45 days out, kind of see where we're going to fall in when it comes to weather for the next month or the next 45 days. And then the short-term weather models, which are the ones that we're looking right here on this screen, it gives you kind of like a confirmation of the extended, because remember, weather can change on a flip of a dime and it can go up or down. But my thoughts are, based on what I'm seeing, that we should see a gap up coming up on Monday, and if we do reach 1.9, I will sell, and also will buy more long calls depending on how the extended forecast looks for Monday. But I would have a further out expiration, and also I'll have a price target which is a bit higher than what my current price target is. Currently, I'm holding long UNG calls at 13.5. I have been buying since $11. So for every dollar that UNG has gone up, I was selling and then buying a further out expiration date, and also a price target that was a bit more higher than what I currently had, because I want to be able to reduce my risk, and also the risk reward ratio is better in my opinion. Now let's talk about oil. So in oil, is more of the perspective that yes, the shut-ins are happening, but they're not happening as fast as they should. Inventory is still high and there's still producers. So until we see very severe price cuts for oil, I don't think we're going to be able to get to the levels that we want to get. Right now, I'm thinking maybe oil in the future is going to have about a $7 drop from the current levels, which is about what, 28-30% or so from where we at currently. So on oil, I wouldn't be bullish just yet until I see a light at the end of the tunnel. Right now, I don't see any light whatsoever. I just see darkness. So until I see that light, that's when I'm going to go long. And of course, if you're following me on Twitter or Stock Tweets, or if you're in my Discord group, which the link is on the description down below in my YouTube video, you'll be able to get first-hand access on what I'm doing or what other traders maybe on my Discord group are doing. It gives you more of a peace of mind to see if your thought process is the same as other traders. Most likely that means that other traders out there that you don't even know are thinking the same thing. So that's why I like having a Discord group, because you are able to talk to them and kind of bounce ideas from them, and they bounce ideas from you, which I love. So make sure you guys do subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and thanks for watching the video, and I will see you next video.